Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with SurelyWP add-ons for SureCart. Today I have an update to our services add-on, so I'm going to go over all of the new features. It's actually quite a list of about 10 main new features, so let's take a look. Alright, so I'm going to just go over the blog post here. You can follow along there or just go check it out, update it, and look at the changelog. So first of all, number one, SureTriggers Integration. So we heard from the team, they released the integration for our plugin. We're so excited that they were willing to do that. And let's take a look real quick. So over here on their website, you know how they have a page, it's like for each integration. And here you can kind of see, just like this short summary about it, and then saying what it does. It's standard for all of their integrations. So here's what is probably the best. Let's hit load more on them. But anyway, here you can see the available triggers and actions. When a service is completed, or when it's created, or delivery is sent, or a message is sent. Like all of those things are like triggers that you can send to your other apps. So that's really excited. I know some of you were really wanting that, and I'm just so excited that we were able to do that. We're doing it with our other add-ons as well. All right, so let's see. Next is, okay, we added a delivery time setting to each individual service. Previously, that was just in the main setting. And we also changed that field to like a number field where you can change the number of days. Previously, that was like a drop down, and you only had from like 1 to 10. So like here, like default delivery deadline days, that was a drop down. Now I can just, you can put whatever you want there, right? Any number. So that was something from our feedback. So that's in the main one, and then within an individual service, we have the same type of thing there. So that now will override the other one, so you could have a different delivery deadline for each service. All right, now we have the ability to rearrange the requirement fields. So right in here, you could move these up and down. You can drag and drop, so that's cool. Select any file type allowed by WordPress. So we used to have specific file types, and now you can use any file type that's allowed by WordPress. So again, this is for the services when you're messaging and sharing files. So now whatever your WordPress server is going to allow, that will also be allowed to select, here in this main section. So allowed file types, right? Now you can, there's going to be just all the options that are available there. You can pick anything. And that goes right along with this. We added this new feature where I can, type in my custom meme type. But meme types are basically the file types allowed by WordPress, so you can actually add additional ones beyond what is allowed by default. So we've kind of opened that up completely. And by the way, we also updated these descriptions just to be more clear. Here's a new feature, added the recipient email address to the notification emails. So what you can do now, there used to just be a way to send them per user role. Now we added this where you can actually put in your email address here. You can type it in and it appears here as an item. So instead of just by user role, now you can put in specific email addresses. So you may have support at SurelyWP.com, and that's like the support email. You want it to go to that rather than Nelson at. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a cool feature. Again, feedback from customers. We appreciate that. Oh, here's a good one. Filter links for the statuses. This was more complicated than you would probably think, but basically now when you go into your list of services, I'll just show you with the screenshot here. You can click on waiting for contract or work in progress, and it's going to filter these items just like you would with pages and posts. So it's that kind of thing. So that's a cool new addition. It's just something that continues to improve everything, like all the little things like that. All right, so we've added the TinyMCE rich text editors to all the text areas, and that includes HTML support. And we're doing this across all of our add-ons. You're going to see updates in the next few days of this on all of our add-ons and things, other updates as well. But that's just one thing that we wanted to do, just a general improvement. So the messages, your contract details, the requirement details, the descriptions of those things. Like when you're writing the actual descriptions here, you could literally have a link here and say, hey, something such or other, and link to something. And then when someone's replying and adding the requirements, you could have them click that link. And in the messages, we made them linkable. Yeah, we made links linkable. Previously, when you were just sharing a link, it wasn't actually clickable. You had to select it, so we took care of that. But yeah, like here, like this is the contract. Now you can use the rich text editor, and you could even switch to HTML if you wanted. All right, so here's one that's for a specific use case. When you're using the blocks or shortcodes for displaying the services or the alert about the services, if you're using a completely different page other than the customer dashboard, then this is for you. We already added this page ID attribute for the list of services, but we missed adding it for the pending services alert block in shortcode. So now wherever you want to have your like custom services portal thing, you could put that alert there and use that page ID. So that way when you click on one of the links, it goes to the right URL. Okay. If you're using that, it'll make more sense. If you're not using it, you can ignore that. If you're using the customer dashboard as it is, you don't have to worry about that. And then one more thing, we added a pop-up like this when you go to delete a service. It's just an extra touch. You don't want to accidentally delete a service after you've taken a lot of time to set it up. So there you go. We also fixed a currency issue, so that makes sure that when you're viewing a service, the currency that says is the same as in SureCart. We updated the mobile responsiveness of the services. We resolved an issue with the cron job scheduling things. So that's it for this update. I know that was like a long list. Wasn't anything that was like super crazy. We're actually working on things that would fall into that category now. But this was definitely more of another refinement update. This is our third major update, by the way. So that's like essentially like 4 big releases that we already announced of this plugin already within a few months. Now we do have multiple big updates in the works. They're bigger and they're taking more time, and it's a lot to think through actually, because once you get going, you kind of, one thing depends on another, and when you change one thing, you got to be careful. So it's a lot to think through. We are working on recurring services. That should be in the next update. We're also working on a milestones feature, and that's going to open up a lot of things, like being able to set a different milestone within the delivery, like deliver a draft and then approve the draft. Or do you want that to be required that the person does approve it? Or do you want to have a number of revisions in there? So the milestones feature is going to be a big thing. We're even kind of hoping, we don't know, we could possibly integrate like with invoicing when that becomes available. So we're kind of exploring all of that, and we love hearing your feedback. I know I've been working with a few of you sharing these concepts, and if you want to get on board with that, just send me an email. All right, so that does wrap it up for this version 1.3, and again, we'll have more coming soon. All right, we'll see you all in the next video.